Over 300 St. Lucians in December 2023 were on the receiving end of financial assistance aimed at helping their economic recovery as they continue to grapple with the challenges posed by the persistent impacts of COVID-19. Overseen by the Ministry of Equity, Social Justice and Empowerment, the first batch of St. Lucians involved in the informal sector received their much-anticipated payout of $1,500 under the Government Income Support Program ISP via the safety nets for vulnerable populations affected by the coronavirus project. However, some constituents within the Anse La Raye Canaries Constituency, namely the community of Millet on Thursday, February 29th, aired their grievances with the disbursement of funds at the constituency level on a popular early morning talk show.
There is something going on that the government is giving out 1.5 to these persons who were unemployed during the COVID. And as far as we're concerned right now, we are saying it's only members of the United Workers' Party getting that 1.5, because up in the area of Millet in particular, the guy responsible is a member of the UWP. He's on the committee. But I am saying that is not making any sense, and I'm quite upset as we speak, because when you call the government building, you're not hearing any members of SLP getting the 1.5. Everybody that you're getting in the area is members of the UWP.
The individual further stated her dissatisfaction with the individuals on the receiving end of the economic relief program.
It's happening in Millet a lot. I can tell you that because we have a lot of persons who were unemployed during that COVID period. And these are the persons, these farmers, these vendors, you expect to get a little 1.5 when you fill in the form. And then when you go to the government, you call the place, you're not hearing, but you're hearing all young children, 18 years, who just left school, all of them, you're hearing that, all those on the opposite side, and you're hearing all of them benefiting from the 1.5. That doesn't make sense.
The caller's complaint ignited an uproar among viewers of the program, sparking remarks of possible sabotage in the St. Lucia Labour Party camp, the validity of the claims itself, as well as how informed the individual was on the application process to receive the financial aid. This prompted the talk show host to call the Acting Permanent Secretary, APS, Dr. Charmaine Hippolyte Emmanuel, within the Ministry of Equity on a point of clarification. Hippolyte Emmanuel informed the public that all applications must be submitted online. She noted that there are no hard copies in any offices or boxes. The APS also highlighted the many points of verification which would determine whether an individual would qualify for ISP.
However, persons who would have just applied, it is not an automatic approval, all right? We go through the system and so on, and our office will do the first leg of approval. Now, I may approve your document from Ministry of Equity. However, when we send off the information to NIC would know that you actually benefited from previous income support programs or economic relief programs rather. All right, we will not have that information. However, NIC will identify or detect persons who would have benefited, and as a result, you will not be eligible for our income support program.
She notes that many people still apply for the Ministry of Equity Income Support Program, knowing they have already received financial aid from previous programs.
Many persons who would have known they got benefits from previous programs, they still applied. All right, we did surpass the number that we wanted, but we still continue to pay. As we speak, my office would be calling people. Some of the officers will take the checks to drop it off for persons who live far off, like Viewfort and Saltibus. We are really doing our best to ensure that persons get their checks.
The deadline for submission of completed application forms for the ISP was extended to January 31st, 2024 to accommodate more applicants. Emmanuel notes the ministry surpassed its original goal of 5,000 applicants. The project was financed by Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, and administered through the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB. For Choice News Now, I am Chelsea Austinay.